Getting this light sorted out. Pretty dark in this room. Got a little lamp here. Just making sure I can see my face. Dark. Like before, I had to delete the first one because it was too dark. So make sure the light can see my face. It's like, what's the time now? 10:43 now. Looking at the time, doing a late one today. Don't normally do late ones. Usually do it in the afternoons or evening time, 6ish, but it's like 10:43 now. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about, well, the latest developments of, let's say, COVID-19, coronavirus. Same thing, it's just a different name. I just want to talk a little bit about it tonight. It wasn't what I originally was going to talk about, but I found myself wanting to speak about it a bit more. I did speak about it today earlier with Sheffield Voices, with Disability Sheffield group on Zoom earlier. It's posted on Disability Sheffield website. Will be later on, probably in a few days. You can check that out also. Did a lot of videos with Sheffield Voices, brilliant. People with autism, different disabilities, all groups. If you have any family members, friends who have disabilities or anything like that, it's good to check that out. Sheffield Voices, guys. Make sure you check it out. Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, I want to gather your thoughts also. So after this video, I hope that you make some comments down below on my page. I really want to gather many people's thoughts on this matter of COVID-19, and whether or not you thought that, well, Boris Johnson did the right thing by easing up on the lockdown. I really want to gather a lot of people's thoughts on this. Even Sheffield Voices want to figure that out as well. Everyone's thoughts. We even do interviews also to different people about what they're going through during self-isolation and quarantine, and if they're getting help from people around the neighborhood, or is it from the government help because of the shielding program? Have you got any families or friends within the shielding program and what they're going through? Please leave some comments down below. I really need to get some comments down below, guys, and even share this video. I'm just trying to understand this R number thing, what the government keeps talking about. The R. And every time I hear that, I just want to burst into laughter. It's really bad. Because someone explained to me and us more about this R number. If you're like to do with the government or you're a scientist or whatever, can you explain what this R number means? Because I don't believe that many people understand what this R number is. Even though Sheffield Voices group, they were saying they don't understand anything what Boris Johnson is saying. It's a big problem to do within the disability community. People who don't understand what he's saying, even like even many of us who are, you know, affluent and in this general society don't understand, which is a big problem. I think because a lot of people have to go away and research it online. I've been hearing on the internet to understand what was going on, which shouldn't even have to. We shouldn't have to do. It should make it easy for everyone to understand, even for a child to even understand it, because we're all going through it together. There's no hierarchy here. We're all suffering. We have to stay in. Well. Now they're saying that we don't have to stay in, so we can go out whenever we want. But those who are in the vulnerable group shielding program cannot do that. They have to stay indoors. Even with everyone allowed to go out, those who are in that shielding program cannot. So you have to remember that. And even some people have said that they've decided not to really go out, only even once. They're trying to stick to the main principle, what was in the beginning. You know, the first one, what was it? Stay alert now. They stay at home. They're still dealing with that one now. They're not changing, because we believe that if we go out too much, too often, and even if we go to the seaside or wherever, And if like, imagine everyone thinks the same way to go out to the beach. And it's like, even tomorrow, the people are saying on the news that people are planning on driving out, going different places and visiting the beach. I'm thinking, oh boy, that's not a good thing, because when everyone meets up, they're not going to be thinking about this 2-meter rule. I know that they're not going to think of that, because once they're out there in the sun, their mind's gone. That's a fact, guys. Once people are out there in the sun, that's it. You just switch off. You're just like, oh yes, bring their children, their families, whoever they bring with them. They'll be running up and down, don't care what they're touching. That's the main problem, is touching as well. What you're touching is chairs, benches, everything. I've heard that I think they're not opening some of the toilets, I believe, when people go out to the beach tomorrow. Because they said that why should they have to be wiping it down every time someone goes in? Because obviously, because the people who are in charge of that, they're going to be struggling. So they've just said that they're probably not going to open most of the toilets. So I'm thinking, oh, it's not good. But in the same way, that kind of limits people as well from not staying too long out there. In a way, it kind of helps as well, because if you limit that to do with people going to the toilets, that's a big problem for me. If I went out, I would not want not being able to go to the toilet. That's a big no-no in my book, because when I'm drinking a lot and stuff, you just want to go to the toilet after probably half an hour to an hour, if you can hold it long enough. 2 hours maybe, longest. And people with children, they can't hold it. That's virtually impossible. That's not a nice thing to do, especially if you've been driving out miles. I've heard that a lot of people have driven out 50 miles on the news, and probably a lot further than that, just to go to the riverside and sit down. So it's really interesting to see, hearing different people's ideals and what they think they should do or not to do, and everyone's got their own version of what they should do. I think that people need to stay at home, because we have not got any vaccines. That's for sure. No vaccine. I think the world's kind of split in this. Well, the UK's kind of split, because even Scotland, they've gone on something else. They're still saying stay at home. They're not going to stay alert. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. A lot going on. I just wanted to hear people's thoughts on this. Please write comments down below when you see this video. Please share it. Let me know what you think, because it's really interesting. The world is kind of splitting. It's too many different views. Boris Johnson hasn't been clear enough on what he wants us to do. He has not been clear. I like Boris Johnson, but this time around, what he said is, I'm hearing a lot of backlash from it. People keep saying, "Oh, stay at home. No, go out. No, stay at home. Go out." It's like everyone's making it into a joke now. It's not good, because everyone's thinking, "What is he getting at? What is this?" It's like, and then when they're talking about opening the schools, does it to year 1 and year 6, because that's supposed to be the key stages in their growth. I understand that, yeah, but it's still not. That's not safe. And a lot of people said that they're not going to want to bring their children to school. So how's that going to work if not everyone does it? Some's going to do it, some ain't. It's not fair on the people who bring them to school, and not fair for the people who don't. You get what I mean? It's something that we all have to think about. It's not easy at all. Yeah, I want to talk about Captain Tom, who raised so much money for the NHS, which is brilliant. I give Captain Tom, keep saying Joe for me, Captain Tom, a round of applause for everything he's done. And yeah, remember to check out Sheffield Voices, guys. YouTube videos, and on Facebook and Twitter. Check out Twitter. think everyone's got Twitter these days. So you can check it out on there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're talking about self-isolation, everything, people's problems, or what good about self-isolation, if there is something good about it. I guess because we can get to connect with people who we wouldn't have often connected to online. So when they created Zoom, that was brilliant. Everyone can join forces. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about, even just for fun, anything. And even for some people with disabilities and whatever, they don't even have to have disabilities. But for people who don't like to communicate much, or if they don't have maybe many friends, could be a factor as well. They could just jump on Zoom and connect to groups, different areas, whatever it may be, whatever you like, your hobby. And that's how you can make new friends also. It's not just about staying at home. You have to speak to someone at least, even if it's just for an hour or a couple of minutes a day, just online. That I think that's what's maybe changed the world as well, and people working at home. Even though the government's telling people to go back to work now, but only certain people, no one even knows who's supposed to be going to work. Only certain people know, because key workers know they have to go to work, unfortunately. And that's where they can even die as well, because if they go to work and someone's got the infection, they're definitely going to pick it up and bring it back to their families. But there's nothing you can do about that. It's pretty serious. It's serious business. This virus, it's about 300,000 more than that have died now all around the world. And in the UK, it's 33,000. Yeah, 33,000 odd. How much it is? It's a lot of people. And it keeps going more and more. The count's going up and up. And they keep talking about this R number business. We're in between 0.7 to 1 or something like that. I've heard today. I'm just fed up of hearing this R number now. It's just getting on my nerves. But that's how they rate this level of infection. So we have to keep hearing it every time now. So I think we just need more clarity. And for those with disabilities, the groups that I use on Zoom, I speak to people with disabilities and things, and they don't understand. They need clarity. That's what we all need, everyone, wherever we are. I think that's the basis. What we need, clarity. We can't be saying we like half in, half out business. We can't do that. That's why the level of infection, we might get another second wave now. We might get a second wave. We don't know. Because once Boris Johnson has said that everyone can go out, it's an unlimited time they can go out now. So they're thinking, okay, I'm free to go here. Because if they got a car, they jump in a car, whatever. Take transport, if you must, which is not good to take transport, because especially buses and trains, everyone's packed in, and that's how people die, because the infection's going to get worse if it all stuck together on a bus or train, whatever it may be. So most people are even thinking to walk to work. If it's not even if it's maybe an hour away, they'll think, okay, I'll try it. But any further than that, not going to want to go further than that by walking. Yeah, it's pretty scary stuff. I just want to hear your thoughts mostly. Even on the news today, I wanted to say on it, especially about, they're saying DNR about people with learning disabilities. They're saying that they're not even consulted about the DNR. Their families, like doctors, are deciding whether or not they live or die in hospital. It's very scary. That was, when I heard that, I was shocked today. Very, very shocked. I did not hear about that before. And they're talking about, that it's pretty scary, isn't it? Tell me what you think about that also. Whether you're a doctor, scientist, whatever. It's pretty scary. They said that people with learning disabilities are not given any rights to say whether they can be resuscitated or not. That's what DNR is, do not resuscitate. So basically, the doctors or whoever's over them in hospital, they decide whether they can live or die. That was not good at all. That shocked, I think it shocked the nation, really, on the news when they put that on there. So there's a lot of, so much different things involved. People are scared sometimes to even go to hospital because they think that someone else will get priority over them. That, I think that's the main problem also. So I think all these things need to be talked about, need to be addressed really, so that people won't be afraid of these things. Because when you want to go to hospital, or need to go to hospital, you want to feel like you're going to be safe in there, not thinking that someone's going to leave you to die. That is serious mental. That messes up your mental feelings there. And also for the elderly as well, they think that like someone younger comes along, they'll be given more priority over them. So it's a lot of factors. So that's all I want is for people to leave some comments down below to let me know what they think. For example, let me give you something to think about, maybe to write down about whether or not you think that Boris Johnson was clear or was not clear about the easing of the lockdown, what the rules are. Another thing, do you think that enough is being done for those with learning disabilities? Also, do you think that we should have eased the lockdown to have unlimited visits outside? You think we are safe enough to do so, that we won't get a second wave? Also, do you feel safe to go outside? Do you think that as long as you've got your mask on and gloves, you'll be fine? And also, do you help out someone, the elderly, or just drop off things to people who are vulnerable, who have under the shielding program? Let me know what you think. Please leave some comments down below. Lots of comments for me to read. Please share this video to your friends, families. Please remember to check out Sheffield Voices to do with Disability Sheffield, Facebook, Twitter. All right, guys, and YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.